Can you open this one? Okay, see all of you. When it comes to the implementation project and support project and rollout project, what are all the points that they will going to ask you? Okay, when it comes to the ASAP methodology and active methodology, if it is related to the implementation project, and when it comes to the support project, and they just ask you about the tickets that you have handled, and at the same time, when it comes to the enhancements, okay, if you have any enhancements and all, they will also going to ask you those questions, and main important tickets they will just ask you, all of you. Okay, if it is related to the integration tickets, if it is related to the FI tickets, if it is related to the CO tickets and all, okay, and you need to have more clarity on all these things. Okay, when it comes to the roller project migration, okay, SAP to SAP or non-SAP to SAP, basically. SAP to SAP means SAP ECC to SAP S4 HANA versions, any versions, yeah. And how the LSMW will going to work on how the LTMC will going to work. Okay, that is also very, very important. And when it comes to the uploading template files methods also, they will just ask you. Okay, are you following the system generated documents? I mean, system generated templates, or else you are creating separate templates for uploading the data, and they will just ask you these questions also. Okay, so basically this is about the rollout. Okay, so try to remember the points and come down. See, enterprise structure is there as well as global settings. See, for every concept, I'm giving you the universal ledger concept is there, and the universal journal ledger configuration part, like company codes assignments, ledgers creations, and appendix ledgers, extension ledgers. Okay, and leading ledgers and non-leading ledgers, and universal journal ledger error scenarios and all. Okay, how the customizations will going to work, and based on your company code, how the errors will be. They will ask you these questions also. Okay, all of you. But you need to remember somewhat transaction codes. Okay, FINS underscore cust underscore CONS underscore CND underscore like active things, anything. Okay, CNP underscore P you have. Okay, CNP underscore only you have. Okay, you will going to have number of transaction codes, right? Okay, but when it comes to the universal journal ledger, okay, they just go in depth regarding with the ledgers concepts and all. Okay, all of you, be careful. And when it comes to the accounts payables transactions, I mean configurations, they will not going to ask you. And we have faced somewhat errors regarding with the business partner. Okay, how the rules will be. Okay, if the role is not assigned to the particular business partner, how the errors will coming into the picture. And at the same time, all of you, in the BP role, you are following the standard roles, or else you are following the customized roles. Okay, how the customized roles will be created. Also, they will going to ask you. Okay, so that's why I have given you the accounts payables business partner, and as well as the accounts receivables also. This one is one more important thing, that is accounts receivables. accounts receivables configurations. What you need to do is okay, no worries. Accounts payables configurations, and after this accounts payables configurations, ma'am, and after this class, and make somewhat side heading accounts receivables also. Okay, that is your choice. No. After the accounts payables receivables BP partner. See, after this class, you can able to try to give it. So the next one is business partner roles, the scenario we have all of you. Okay, that is not the main scenario, that is particularly related to the categories. Okay, how the categories will be assigned to the roles. Based on that roles, company code data should be appeared and general data should be appeared, and at the same time purchasing data also should be appeared. That is also very important, all of you. And transport request. Okay, so we have discussed the transport request in the S4 HANA latest version. Okay, and you do also practice about that one, and also they will just ask you those questions. And down payments. So down payments configurations for vendors in SAP S4 HANA and also ECC. And see, all of you, we have one more scenario, that is down payments configurations for customers. Okay, sorry. When it comes to the scenario, how the down payments will be processed through the purchase orders. Okay, so that is very important. And I will going to share you the video. Okay, you don't worry. So that is the missing scenario that we had right now. Okay. The next installment payment scenarios also, all of you, and installment payment scenario you have. Okay, and you can able to do it. And one more thing, payment term scenario. Payment term scenario is nothing but the you have seen the real-time ticket and all. Okay, what is that ticket? So payment terms fixed date and baseline date fixed date real-time scenario. Okay, I think so. We have already given the instructions to the Mamata ma'am also in the Mamata ma'am system. So we had done somewhat things related to the baseline date calculations. I mean baseline date fixed date calculations and normal fixed date calculations and all, how those things will going to work. Okay, so based on their requirement, they will going to ask you the questions, all of you. When it comes to the payment terms, fixed date and all, under the baseline date calculations, you have the fixed date calculations and that particular fixed date calculations. And if you take out the baseline date, okay, so whatever the dates, whatever the days that you have given, based on that date, system will going to calculate from the month end date. That we can call it as a baseline date. That is real-time ticket and all. Okay, I think so. I have already shared you that real-time ticket, and just to go through it. The next one is automatic payment program, all of you. In that automatic payment program configurations, you know it. And based on the ranking order wise, how the system will going to pick up the vendors invoices and all, and postal code scenarios you have. And the next one is free selection tab using grouping key, as well as the vendor exclusions and customers exclusions based on the reference numbers also. Okay, or else based on the document numbers. That is your choice. What are the things that you want to practice, you can able to practice with. And APP cash discounts in the real-time scenarios in all, how the I mean once you generate the payments, how the cash discounts will be run automatically. Okay, so that scenario also we have seen it. And when it comes to the dunning, So we don't have any scenarios for the turning, and you do have the scenarios for the bank charges and all, the vendor bank charges and customer bank charges and all, and those bank charges you have seen it in the electronic bank statement also. Okay, same, I mean same bank charges, whatever the bank charges that we have taken. So that will be assigned to the particular FS00. I mean, previously we have the FS00 bank charges, right? So bank charges will be reflected into the electronic bank statements. That's it. You don't need to do anything for that. So that's why vendor bank charges and customer bank charges scenarios are very, very important. And the next one is foreign currency revaluation. Okay, in the foreign currency revaluation, what is the scenarios? Okay, see all of you in the foreign currency revaluation, you don't have much scenarios, but here you will going to have the reporting wise scenarios. Okay, what are those? If it is a realized gain and realized loss, how the report will be. Okay, and if it is a exchange rate loss and exchange rate gain, how the report will be. Okay, so we will going to use the transaction code FAGL_FCV in SAP S4 HANA, and when it comes to the ECC FAGL_FC_VL. Okay, so these all are the reports that you have for the foreign currency evaluation. So I didn't give any scenarios. Okay, when it comes to the foreign currency evaluation, it's a configuration related scenarios and all. So that's why I didn't mention any scenarios regarding with foreign currency evaluation. And you do have only one scenario, that is balance adjustment scenarios and all. Okay, how the realized gain and realized loss balance sheet adjustment accounts will be. Okay, and what are all the entries that are happening in the foreign currency evaluation. Okay, so the next one is the financial statement versions. How the financial statement versions will be worked. Okay, that is also very, very important, all of you. Okay, you are taking I mean profit and loss accounts, you are taking primary cost accounts, and you are taking secondary cost elements accounts, and you are taking a balance sheet accounts and all. And under this balance sheet accounts, you have the liabilities and you have the assets and all. Okay, how the balance will be adjusted. Okay, whenever you post the somewhat balances for vendors as well as the customers and normal GL items. So financial statement version scenario is very, very important in SAP S4 HANA. Okay, the next one is document reversal. So you have seen the things very well, all of you, how the document reversal will be happened. Okay, so you have to know mass document reversals. Okay, and in the real time, we just use the mass reversals only. We no need to use basically for my client till now. I didn't use mass reversals. I mean, user didn't use the mass reversals. Okay, if any problem comes into the picture, okay, he just asks us about the mass reversals only, not the normal reversal and all. Okay, why? Because we do have number of documents, right? So that's why. The next one is negative document reversal posting. Okay, real-time scenario, negative document reversal posting in real time we face every day. Okay, so whenever the issue comes into the picture, we see the negative document reversal postings. The next one is clear document reset and reversal postings. After clearing, suppose end user has done somewhat mistakes, all of you. The mistake is that he or she has posted the invoice and she has cleared that invoice, and she has got the incoming payment invoices also. But on that particular scenario, okay, so they got somewhat amount differences, or they have paid somewhat difference amount, okay, to the vendors also. Then how the cleared items will be reset. So in that we have done that scenarios also. Okay, just to go through it, you will learn more important things. And when it comes to the special periods postings, and you have seen the special periods postings, all of you, from 1 to 12, those all are normal periods, and you have seen it. From 13 to 16, those are the special periods, right? Even though if the financial year is closed, and you can able to post the invoices using special periods. Okay, how the scenario will be in your I think so when it comes to the interview, they will just ask you what is the process for the special periods postings, and what is the process for the clear document reversal and reset postings, okay, in SAP S4 HANA or ECC. See, all of you, ECC is no more existed. Okay, by 2025 to 27, okay, there is no more ECC versions. So please be prepared for the SAP S4 HANA. Basically, questions will be on SAP S4 HANA, not on ECC. See why I have given the explanation on the ECC means if any person is um, basically um, doesn't even know about the ECC and all, then this will be the useful thing. Now, AC Docker tables are very important. Universal Journal Ledger is very important, and you can able to see complete difference between SAP S4 HANA and ECC. Okay, so till now we have done with internal order settlements and all of you. Okay, now you can able to see the difference between ECC and SAP S4 HANA. Okay, they just ask you the difference also, and concept wise difference between ECC and SAP S4 HANA they will ask you. Okay, the next one is goods and service taxes. In the goods and service taxes and deductible and non-deductible scenarios also very important. Okay, the next one is withholding taxes, and in this withholding taxes, so we have faced the new scenario regarding with the TDS exemption. Okay, so on the TDS amount, you can able to have the exemptions also. How the exemptions will be happened based on the TDS. Okay, in the withholding taxes, that is also very important in interview. So maybe they will just ask you withholding tax TDS exemption scenarios. I think so they will going to ask you. Okay, all of you, no need to worry. The next one is a FI to MM integration. In that FI to MM integration, so you have the configurations, and in the SAP S4 HANA, you can just see all of you. That is the material ledger concept you have. In that material ledgers, how the activations will be happened. Okay, and based on that activation process, how the ledger process will be happened also, you can able to see it. Okay, so try to focus on the FI to MM integration material ledger concept. Okay, so you have to know what is the exact FI part. Okay, the next one is FI to MM integration scenarios. You know it very well, all of you, how the condition types will be created and how the accounting keys will be created, and whenever you are having the difference price difference amounts, how the entries will be and how the scenario will be. And the next one is FI to MM integration. It would be based on S4 HANA only, all of you, tax scenarios. Okay, whenever you are not getting the tax tabs, how the tax tabs will be assigned. Okay, how the tax tabs will be activated. That is also very important. And FI to MM integrations, cash discount scenarios, you have seen it. And FI to MM integration payment terms. Okay, so whenever you are having the fixed date calculations and baseline date fixed date calculations with the help of fixed date, okay, how the PO will be raised, okay, based on the payment terms. That is also very important, all of you. In the interview, they will just ask you these questions. Okay, yeah. When it comes to the FI to SD integrations, we have done with the FI to SD integrations as for HANA and ECC. And you have seen the FI to SD integration cash discount real-time scenario and tax scenarios and payment terms scenarios and all. And how the conditions are taking. Okay, so if you give the condition amount, where it will be reflected. See here, all of you, you have two scenarios. Condition cash discount scenario is the one different thing, and payment terms cash discount is the one different thing. So that is also very important when it comes to the FI to SC integrations. Okay, then next one is asset accounting. Asset accounting configurations we have done in SAP S4 HANA and ECC. Withholding tax, so we have another scenario with the base amount. Yes. So withholding tax, in that withholding tax, we have another scenario. How the withholding tax will be calculated based on the base amount and based on the gross amount. That is also very important, all of you. And I will revise this document and I will send it to you. One more document, and whatever the scenarios that you have, if I have any missed scenarios, okay, I will try to add it. Okay, you don't need to worry about that thing. And asset accounting, in that asset accounting, all of you, how the balance carry forward will be happened when it comes to the SAP S4 HANA. Okay, so what is the importance of the FAA_CMP? Why we are transferring the balances from one fiscal year to the another fiscal year? That is also very important when it comes to the SAP S4 HANA. Okay, all of you. And see, if you don't do it regarding with balance carried forward balances and all, okay, system will not going to allow you to post, to create the assets also. So that is very important. And we have seen the leading ledgers and non-leading ledgers errors and all. Okay, and in interview process, they will just ask you the questions and all. Why you are facing leading ledgers and non-leading ledgers errors. Okay, so all of you have seen the depreciation postings. In that depreciation posting, you have seen the planned and unplanned postings and restart and repeat depreciation postings. And so you can able to practice with all these depreciations. And asset accounting, sale of asset to the customer, and retirement by scrapping, also very important. And asset under construction, also very important. And in that asset under construction, what is the settlement rule? Okay, so you have seen the internal order settlement rules, right? All of you, same rules will be applied for the asset under constructions process. Asset accounting construction process. And okay, all of you. So this is the most important point when it comes to the enterprise structure to the asset accounting. Then next one is data medium exchange. Okay, how the data medium exchange will be happened. Okay, in ECC and SAP S4 HANA, when it comes to the SAP S4 HANA, how the test files will be created. And all of you, when it comes to the ECC, cloud-based, you cannot do it. When it comes to the SAP S4 HANA, you can able to do it with the cloud-based. That is also very important. In ECC and SAP S4 HANA, they will just ask you the difference between ECC and SAP S4 HANA. And they just focus on the DMA tree allocations and DMA tree file data allocations also. They will just ask you the questions and file data formats. So we have faced somewhat scenarios. Okay, file data format also you need to enable it, right? I mean, when you go for the DME tree data allocations and all, you can able to find out it. Then you can able to see the DME tree elements and atoms. Okay, so you can able to see the sub elements also. Those all are very important in DME. How the DME process will be happened. So they will just ask you these questions and they will listen to your words. OK, so based on the technical things, you have to give the things and what are all the source tabs that we have given and what are all the condition tabs that we have given. I mean, what are all the source fields that we have used and what are all the condition fields that we have used. Based on the source fields, what are all the aggregations that you have used. Based on the aggregations, how the system will going to calculate all these amounts. OK, so aggregations are very important, all of you. OK, in DME. They will just focus on the source tab. They will just focus on the condition tabs. They will just focus on the elements, atoms, as well as the technical things like when it comes to the company code, payment method, and bank reference and bank key and amount. And you have different types of header level. OK, transactional level. OK, you have header level and transactional levels and all of you. So in that, what are all the elements that you have? Based on that element, how the technical name will be added to these elements. So that is very important, all of you. OK, they will ask you different types of questions and what is the exact relation when you are having the aggregations and all. OK, they will also going to ask you these questions. The next one is electronic bank statement. In that electronic bank statement, all of you, nowadays we use the IDOC, we use the PAPI, and we use the PADI. OK, I mean to transfer the data from one system to the another system, basically. And after the allocation of all these things, you will face somewhat errors definitely when you run the electronic bank statement, and user will going to run the electronic bank statement. So when they run the electronic bank statements, how the manual allocations will be done. I mean, how the manual interruption will be done. So that is very important using Faban. OK, so Faban is manual interruption, all of you. OK, how the I mean execution process will be done. That is also very important, right? OK. So electronic bank statement Faban process is also very important. The next one is in that Faban. OK, once you run the statement, all of you, so in real time, do we have to delete somewhat bufferings? You should not delete the somewhat bufferings. Whatever the unrestricted entries that you have. So you can able to run with the second file. You can able to run with third file, fourth file, fifth file, etc. But even though if that automatic process is not going to work, then what will happen? So you go for the Faban. Faban is very important in SAP FICO. I mean, as for Hana. The next one is controlling cost center accounting and profit center accounting, and also internal orders. So you have seen the controlling configurations like cost center standard hierarchy and profit center standard hierarchy. Under this cost center standard hierarchy, you have seen the cost center groups. Under this cost center groups, you have seen the cost centers. Under this profit center standard hierarchy, you have seen the profit center groups. Under this profit center groups, we have created the profit centers also. OK, all of you. The next one. So, and this thing controlling manual transfer of costs. OK, and actual and plan posting real-time scenarios, we have seen it, and allocations and distributions, you have seen it. Allocation and distribution cycle is very important. See how the cost center allocations will be happen from one cost center to the other cost center. And you have seen it very well, right? So allocation cycle, assessment cycle with the settlement, sorry, statistical key figures, you have seen it. Okay, then next one, statistical documents numbers you have seen. See, once the reporting is generated, okay, once the particular reporting is generated, then what will happen, all of you? So you have to see the documents. Okay, so where you can able to see it? So you can able to see it in the statistical document numbers. So that is also very, very important. And you can able to have the real versus statistical cost objects and postings of the particular cost objects in real time scenarios. You have seen it. And at the same time, profit center accounting, and you have seen the profit center reporting when it comes to the customer invoices, and so you have seen it very well. And cost center internal order. Okay, sorry, what is the difference between cost center and internal order? Okay, and in the controlling, you have seen it in the internal order configurations and internal orders business process also you have seen it, and internal order settlement to the cost center as well as the GL account also you have seen it. Okay, they will ask you more questions on the difference between internal orders and cost centers. That is also very, very important. Then next, right to the downside when it comes to the product costing. So in the product costing, so you will going to learn product costing overview and a product costing material master and pricing controls in SAP S/4HANA and bill of materials. Then activities and routing concept you have, and overhead allocations. Okay, you have to that particular product costings. Okay, and you can able to see the costing sheets, costing variants, and routing and work entries also you can able to see it, and cost component structure also you can able to see it, and execution of standard cost estimations also you can able to see it in the product costing. See, these all are the concepts, but when it comes to the configuration, it will be the vast thing, and you will going to get somewhat confusion while explaining this one to the interviewer also. Okay, but be careful. So go by and go with the step-by-step process. Okay, then you can able to know it. Then when it comes to the legacy system migration workbench. Okay, so you have the legacy system migration workbench, and you can able to see the process like understanding of the user activities, I mean end user activities, understanding of the consultant and super user activities. Okay, so we are the super users, or else client is the super user. Okay, how the activities, okay, based on the consultant and based on the super users and all. And the next one is how the project will be created and how the recording and how to record the transactions. Okay, and in ECC we can call it as a LSMW, and we can come to the LTMC. Okay, legacy transfer migration cockpit. Okay, you can able to see it when it comes to the LTMCs also. Okay, under this LTMCs you can able to have it, and I have written down the LTMC. No need to write down anything. Okay, here I assign the files, and you have the complete structure, all of you, and uploading the single file and creating the multiple batches. How the multiple batches will be happen when it comes to the LSMW, and in LSMW also, all of you, they just focus on the multiple batches and all. Okay. This is not at all related to the vendor master data and customer master data. So nowadays, LSMW they are using for the cost centers allocations and profit centers allocations, and for the product costings also, they are using LSMWs, LTMCs. So LSMW, I'm not working on the LSMW. So before that, when I was working with ECC versions, I had worked on LSMWs also. So that's why I have worked on multiple batches also. I will show you how the multiple batches will be worked. Okay, then next one is all of you. testings of the display errors, okay, entries processing and background processing and debugging LSNW, how the debugging process will be, and exporting of the particular LSNW and importing of the LSNWs. Okay, how the LSNW will going to work with the IDOC. Okay, intermediate document configurations will be done. Okay, and the next one is we will going to create the LSNW and build and bonding relevant to the BAPI. Okay, all of you. So we can call it as a object methods. We can call it as, okay, that is BAPI. Okay, and the BAPI methods are there. And the next one is the IDOC method is one more important in LSMW. Okay, so you can able to see it, all of you. We will going to do that upload data. We will going to do the test methods like IDOC method, using IDOC method, how the data will be uploaded. Okay, so these points are most important when it comes to the technical aspects interview process. Okay, so the next one is BDC, batch data communications and on, and how the BDC will going to work when it comes to the ECC, and I will going to show you in the SAP S4 HANA also. And the next one is legacy transfer migration cockpit. Okay, LTMCs. See here, all of you. We will going to have somewhat struggle to create the template for the ECC. But when it comes to the LTMC, like legacy transfer migration cockpit system, I mean SAP system will automatically give you the templates. Okay, so if it is a vendor template, okay, vendor master data template, it will going to give you the vendor master data templates. Whatever the data that you have, okay, I mean whatever the required data that you need to put, okay, you can able to put based on those templates. Okay, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to create automatically. They will going to provide you the cost centers, profit centers templates, profit center accounting templates, product costing templates. Okay, the next one is anything vendor master data templates, customer master data templates, GL templates, chart of accounts templates, anything they can able to give it. Okay, so that is the most advanced structure in the LTMC. Okay, so these all are the very important point when it comes to the interview preparations. Okay, a lot of scenarios are there, all of you, and we will going to add more scenarios, and you have seen the number of scenarios, and if you explain somewhat scenarios like 5 to 6 scenarios, okay, they will be impressed with your profile. Okay, so that is the most important point. I think so. You are very much clear with these interview processes. See, all of you. So we have 129 concepts we have in SAP. You have a lot of concepts. Okay, but the thing is that we are going in depth concept like this. Okay, so this is the basic interview preparations things and on. And I have given you the complete things, and yeah, this is the way you can able to prepare for the interview, all of you. So I mean based on the integration wise, based on the technical concept wise, and based on the normal configuration wise, how the interview process will be. So this is the way, but they go in depth field wise execution they go. Okay, so when they go in depth like field wise executions and all, how the process will be, that is also very important. Okay, and you have to know it, all of you. Field wise executions also you have to know it. If you don't know about the field wise executions, and they can't do anything. Okay, so please be prepared for each and everything.